there changing my voice. This video is for the video series about how when people don't obey God through me, they become deluded, and it's a result of them being deluded. So I left off on Jeremiah 3 or so. Jeremiah 3 verse 3. Therefore the showers have been withheld, and no spring rains have fallen. Yet you have the brazen look of a prostitute. You refuse to blush with shame. So it's talking about things that are figurative, right? Spiritual. The rain represents the teaching of God, the Spirit of God, the water of the Spirit of God, etc. Okay, being one with the righteous in spirit. And so do the showers, okay? They have the brazen look of a prostitute because they're deluded. Think about what a prostitute is. If a woman has honor, think about a samurai's wife, first of all. She's close to getting it right, but the system is an idolatrous system, right? You know, every system of the Royal African Falcon Martial Art Order is off, and they're following false idols. And if you look at the history of, you know, the samurai and who their feudal lords were, you see that, you know, their system allowed for them to follow corrupt leaders, etc. So what else did it allow for? However, they were right to not want to be sexually immoral and to think that they're better off dead rather than being sexually immoral. So why doesn't a prostitute think that? Okay, because she's deluded. There comes a point when your misconceptions become delusion and you're living a life of delusion. So they have the brazen look of a prostitute because they're idolaters, and their females by default are prostitutes, and the males are prostitutes in their own right, what have you. It says, you refuse to blush with shame. Going to verse 21. Cry is heard on the barren heights, the weeping and pleading of the people of Israel, because they have perverted their ways and have forgotten the Lord their God. So that kind of delusion led to sorrow. Return, faithless people, I will cure you of the backsliding. Yes, we will come to you, for you are the Lord our God. Surely the idolatrous commotion on the hills and mountains is a deception. Surely in the Lord our God is the salvation of Israel. From our youth, shameful gods have consumed the fruits of our ancestors' labor, their flocks and herds, their sons and daughters. Let us lie down in our shame, and let our disgrace cover us. We have sinned against the Lord our God, both we and our ancestors from our youth till this day. We have not obeyed the Lord our God. And so it is with the world, right? And I have to bring this up briefly because I decided I was going to, even though it kind of throws me off a little bit to bring it up. Okay, because of all the interference recently, because they changed the recent video I made where I show Prince William looking bad, right? The Prince of England. And they changed the sound quality to punish me. I made it without the mic, and it didn't sound so bad when I played it back, right? So I decided to make the video. But after I uploaded it, they changed the sound quality, or during the process of uploading, or whenever they did. And they did that to try to punish me, so I'm going to have to point out that they're outclassed. Only a delusional person thinks he can take on Jesus. Okay? There is no class like the Jesus class, not the rich Jews, not the rich whites, not the rich LGBT community. At this point right now, because I'm not feeling so angry right now, you know, it feels a little bit awkward to say that. A little strange, but it's true and it has to be said. Okay? And the world, Jew and Gentile alike, rich white people, rich Jews, rich LGBT, rich token minors, you name it, the whole world, everyone else, everyone outside the divine order, their labor is in vain, right? What is the fruit of their labor? Some kind of pagan lifestyle? Some kind of pagan themed vacation? Some kind of fake Christian, you know, lifestyle? If you're not obeying God through me, you're not a Christian. Because a Christian means a follower of Christ, and I'm Christ. So some kind of delusion is taking you away. And quite often when people hear me say it, you know, some look sad and they're too cowardly to do the right thing, and some have the brazen look of a prostitute. In a sense, they all do, because they're prostituting themselves to other gods, okay, when there is no other God, right? Other gods with a little g, and they're not obeying the one true God.